Okay, today I am going to give you detailed understanding about what is PEGA Post Training Program or Job Ready Program. So I'll give you a clear picture and I'll tell you about the eligibility criteria, everything. Okay. So first of all, who is eligible to take this course? So for this one, see, you should have been trained on PEGA from basics to advanced level. Means you should have to have the knowledge about, must have knowledge on integrations concept, must have knowledge on integrations concepts. That is the first criteria. That means if you have knowledge on integration concepts, means you know all the basics also. Okay, integrations means so REST, external database, and file listener. What else is there? Outbound email integration. This and all you should have knowledge on. You should know how to practically implement all these things. Okay. Next. So what is the eligibility? What is the eligibility to get into, to take this course? To take this course. See, to take this course, your eligibility should be like, so technical wise I told you here, and here you have to attend one interview. You have to give one interview. So they will conduct one interview and test your knowledge. Okay, if you are through, if you are able to clear it, okay, then you are allowed. Then you are allowed. So that's one point. Come. Okay, so that is another point. So what should be your eligibility? Okay, for post training and all, this should be your eligibility. You have to give interview. Is everyone here given interview, or anyone is not given it? You did not give. Okay. And online students, is there anyone who did not give interview?
Sir, I didn't give her, sir. I have planned to come directly on Monday.
See, maybe you might have interview today or maybe on Monday. Okay, depending on that, they will take. Your batch will start. Maybe course will start. I think they told you which date, 9th. Any date they mentioned? Wednesday or something like that. Okay, maybe 11th. Maybe 11th, like that they will be taking it. Okay, they will update you. So today evening or tomorrow morning, you will receive an update about when they are going to start. So before the start date, you should give interview. See, usually when taking interview, if the candidate is not suitable, they will not take into the training. Okay, that is for sure. So what is the reason? Without knowing all these concepts, then you cannot understand anything in post training. That is not possible. You might be saying that I am going to join this training, I will be paying the fees and all. Even if you are paying the fees also, we will not allow unless you are a suitable candidate. Okay, the main motive of this post training program is to find the right candidates and make them to work on projects, work on PEGA projects independently and make them to crack any interview without help. So our regular course is there. Our regular course is 3.5 months training is there. So during the training also, we will just definitely give the complete technical knowledge. We will deliver the complete technical knowledge to the students so that they can work on projects independently and they can crack any interview without any help. That level of knowledge is being provided in the regular training program. But what happens is, during the regular training program, what we have identified is people are okay, good. Some people are good, but still there are some gaps in understanding the concept. Little bit gap is there, and also expressing that technical knowledge, little bit gap is there. And even though some people they have knowledge, they are not able to build their confidence up to the mark. They are still having some sort of fear. Okay, so that's the reason why this program is going to fill the confidence. Okay, it is going to fill the confidence in the student. Okay, in the above aspects. In the above aspects means you feel like I am confident enough to crack interview, and you feel like I am confident enough to work on projects independently. Just give me 1 minute. Hello, class lo unna cheppu. Avunu. Okay, so that's the point. So definitely after this program you will be confident enough to say that I can crack interview, and you will be confident enough to say that I will be able to work on the projects independently. That's how you will be molded. Okay, and the next one, that's the motive of this training. Another thing, technically, what is the technical motive? See, all of you are being trained. I think I have to add one more point here. Okay, who are learners or working employees? Learners are working employees. Anyone is okay. Like you might be already working on PEGA eligibility criteria. Maybe you are working but you don't have enough knowledge to, or you are not confident enough. Why working employees they will not be having that much of knowledge? It is very simple. In the work environment they will not be getting chance to work on everything. Every concept they will not be working on. They will not look into in depth of every concept. So that's another point I'd like to add about. And the technical motive, what is the technical motive? Okay, so the technical motive is that to make you realize, to understand the design of PEGA in depth. Okay, we already taught the same. Maybe your realization was not up to the mark. Okay, but still after this session you will be able to understand easily. I mean, like not easily, like you will much better understand the design of PEGA rules process commander environment. So I'll tell you one example. So I will ask you few questions, you tell me. I will ask you one technical question. What is work object? What is work object? This is one technical question I am asking you. I'm expecting you to give the technical answer. Okay, if you're not able to answer this now, straight away you can log out from the meeting. What is work object? Everyone should respond on the charting window. Everyone here should say instance of online students. Everyone should respond. So your post training program is not like you will attend training and you will leave. It's not like that. So you will have to give the demo of everything what you have done. Every day you might be working on project, right? Project requirements. That requirement you have to give reverse KT. There will be what is it called? Review sessions will be conducted. Okay, I will write down that meanwhile you type it. Okay, so how post training program will be conducted, that point I will cover. How post training program will be conducted and what will be covered. This is what I wanted to tell you. So first one, a project will be covered. Project will be assigned to the candidate, assigned to the students, and student have to independently work on project without taking anyone else's help. So this is the reason why I mentioned first point, you should have knowledge about all the things. Everything you should have knowledge about. When I have everything knowledge, then why should I join this program? Many people have knowledge on the technical answers, but they don't know how to implement. So you'll be learning implementation only when you are doing it independently. We make you to do independently. We will not be teaching anything like what is decision table, how decision table works, or otherwise what is SLA, how SLA works. This and all will not be taught in the post training. As the name says, post training, it's a training in a different way, not like a teaching and then asking you to do that. Okay, so student have to independently work on project, and once in 2 days, review will be conducted. So every student must be giving this particular review. Okay, clear everyone? Understand so far? Are you able to follow and understand?
Yes, Harsha.
Okay. And next point is that there will be interview sessions. Interview, question and answers on every topic will be delivered to you. So this we have given as question and answers document in the regular training. Apart from that, even if anything else is being added, we will continue to add this. So you take properties, everything will be covered on properties on interview level only. Okay, interview questions level. So this is the reason I told you should have subject knowledge. Okay, if one interview question has to be covered on decision table and decision tree, simple. How to call decision table from decision tree, or how to call decision table from data transform. This type of straightforward questions these are. Other than this, there are other types of scenario based questions also. So, and here you go. So technical motive. So this is completed, and coming back to technical motive. So to make you realize to understand the design of PEGA in depth. And what is work object you told? Work object is instance of class group. So from this point, you tell me what is the table? Another question. What is the table in which work object ID gets stored? Work objects get stored. Everyone should respond. What is the table in which work object gets stored? Yeah, you tell me the table, which table it will be storing to. PC underscore work. Simply saying PC underscore work table. Now the third question is, how does process commander finds PC underscore work table to store the work object, See, there are n number of tables in the backend. PEGA backend, there are so many tables available. Out of these many number of tables, how come PEGA is identifying only work table, the specific work table to store the work objects? What is your answer for this question? Online people should respond.
A table that is mapped to the class, work class.
Correct. So PC underscore work is the table which is mapped to the class, group. So class group is the one which is instance class of work object. So now I will ask you next question. Okay, so one scenario based question I will ask. So business wants to have an Excel sheet, which contains the information about all the functions available in PEGA. Okay, this is what business is asking. Okay, so business is asking, we wanted to have an Excel sheet which contains all the functions available in PEGA. Like details will be like function name, function signature, function, what is that? Okay, function description. Okay, example of that. So this is what we need in the report definition. I mean, like in the Excel sheet. So how would we implement this? Yes, everyone should respond on the charting window. I will wait for 2 to 3 minutes. You can respond on the charting window. Respond only to me. not to everyone. Okay, only to organizer you respond. This question I have asked. Our interviewer is asking this question. Okay, so how do you implement this? Cheppandi, offline కూడా చెప్పండి. Create. Okay, where do you create? Where? చెప్పండి, ఏ క్లాస్ లో చేయాలి? Online students, you create report definition in which class? Okay, so let me tell you one thing. This question and these questions both are same questions. There is no difference in these questions. This is what you need to know about. See, all of you are feeling like scenarios are something beyond the basics. That is not true. The basic questions which I have asked, same questions I have asked you in a different way, framing it like a scenario, nothing else other than that. Both are same questions for your information. But when you are attending interviews, you guys are coming back and saying me that in interviews they are asking more in real time. They are asking scenario based questions which I cannot understand, which is not covered, like that you are saying. But these questions and this question both are same. Put చెప్పండి offline lo report definition you have to create. Okay, create report definition. Where?
From the class which you want.
From the class?
From the which class you want to data, in that class we will
That's
create
what
the
point.
report.
Which class you want the data? That's the question here.
From work class. Work class.
So create report
Work
definition. Create report definition in the instance class of functions. Instance class of functions. Function is instance of which class? Function you create under technical category. So function is instance of class, let's say rule obj function. Create your report definition in rule obj function class, execute it and export to Excel data. So here what is the key point in this requirement? The candidate should know about instance class of function. If you know instance class of function, you will create report definition in the instance class. If I ask you to generate a report with all the work object IDs and status, where would you create report definition rule? In which class you create report definition rule? Online
Work
also
class.
should respond. Work class you are creating. How did you say that you can create in work class? Okay, online people tell me, if I ask you this question, you usually said, if I ask you to create a report with work object ID and work object status, immediately you said you want to create report definition in work class. How did you get that thought?
Because those properties are available in the work class.
Is it because those properties are available in work class? Those properties are available in work dash. So you create in work dash class?
Yeah,
You create
we
in
can
this
create
work dash class?
No, because work object ID and status are
Work
available in
object
the
is
work class.
work object is getting stored into work
Work class.
table, which is
Yes.
mapped to work class group. So you create in the class group only. So you create in the class group. ఒకసారి చూసిరండి, జనరల్ గా అడగొద్దని చెప్పండి. So work object is getting stored into work table. So you have to create report definition in the table class. That's the point, right? So when this scenario is being asked, what you should get the idea? I have to create a report with function details, right? So function should be stored in somewhere. In which table it is storing? Rule obj function, let's say. Function instance class, then create report definition function instance class. This is a generalized way of understanding the concepts. You know about this one, but you are not knowing about this one means your understanding is okay, but you are 99.9% you are understanding the concept. That 1% is missing, making it a generalized way. You are understanding only in a specific manner of understanding it only up to work object. If I ask you same question about function, you are not able to say. The reason is there is a gap in realization of understanding the real subject. Okay, this is called in-depth learning. How many of you have get this idea? Online students, before we tell you about this scenario, I mean like solution for this scenario, how many of you had got the idea into your mind? Okay, I will ask you one more scenario. Okay, try to solve it. See, there is a work object. There is a work object. It has two attachments. So this is, there is a work object C dash 1, 2, 3. It has two attachments. I'll write down here two attachments. So there is another work object. There is another work object C dash 1 to 4. 1 to 4. So it's like an endorsement. So you mentioned, suppose insurance project you are mentioning. So this is the policy. Policy is being endorsed to next number, and the attachments of C dash 1, 2, 3 should be copied to C dash 1 to 4. C dash 1 to 4. How do you copy that? So how do you solve it? This is the requirement given to you. You have to solve it. Remember one thing, you don't have a chance to open C dash 1, 2, 3 and download and attach it to 1, 2. You cannot see the visual user interface of any of these two work objects. You don't have PEGA PRPC developer studio at all. You are a business person. Okay, you are asking some technical person to do this. The technical person is not having access in the live. You don't have access to the designer studio and all to open all these work objects. Opening work objects is not there. Other coding you will do as a developer. Okay, you are doing in development server, right? You are not going to do in production. How do you implement this? Let me give you an idea. This question is also same as above questions. There is no difference.
We can find those attachment in link attachment table and fetch from there.
PC data work attached. Shall we copy it from PC data work?
PC data
Data work attached.
attach. Okay, what is the class? Data work attach file. This is one. Someone else told something else. First we'll go point by point. What is there in some other what is that? Link attachment. Link attachment. First this idea should come to your mind. What you do now? These are the two tables available. Okay, what do you do? You told just little bit like starting, you have kick started it. Next, to solve this requirement, what would you be doing?
We need to
You
get
write one.
landscape of work object.
Come again.
Need to get PZ landscape of work object and search in this table.
How do you search?
So
Loop we
do
can
need
search by using precondition.
What would you create to perform search?
Yeah, we'll
Activity.
do obj open. Yeah. In
activity
activity,
you
we
create.
can
So get the
obj.
PEGA key of, yes, get the PEGA key of, as you told, activity you create, get the PEGA key of C dash 1, 2, 3. That's the first thing actually. And then you create activity. After you create activity, what would you do? What are the steps inside activity? Tell me. OBJ browse.
OBJ open
OBJ
table.
browse you do. OBJ browse you do based on PEGA key. So PEGA key of work object, right? But here OBJ browse you do on which table? You are doing OBJ browse, right? That is okay. Which table you do OBJ browse?
Work class.
Attachment.
Work table.
Work table, sir. First you tell me functionally, what do you want to fetch first of all? What are you trying to fetch? Tell me in a normal words, what are you trying to fetch? Instances of
Details of work
instances.
object. Yes, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, with C dash 1, 2, 3. Okay, C dash 1, 2, 3 you have, right? PYID. So base, okay, you write, hold on. In the activity step 1, you get the PEGA key of C dash 1, 2, 3. You got PEGA key. Next, what would you be doing? Next, you said you are going to do OBJ browse. OBJ browse, where you do it? On which table? First of all, tell me in a normal, simple English language, what is your intention here? OBJ browse you are writing. Means you wanted to fetch the records. Records from which table you want to fetch? That's what I'm asking.
Again, the table that is mapped to work class.
Attachment table.
That table that is mapped to?
Work class. Where C
That is
dash
mapped to
1, 2,
which
3 is
class?
there. Work class.
Okay, you leave about the technical aspects. Tell me in a normal English language, how do you solve this? Leave about this OBJ browse, OBJ open, all this you leave. So C dash 1, 2, 3 has two attachments which I want to copy to C dash 1, 2, 4. Tell me in a normal English language, what are you going to do?
So we need to fetch the attachments of C-123 from one table.
Fetch the attachments of C dash 1, 2, 3. Okay. Fetch the attachments. After fetching, what you do? And copy means
Copy
what?
to C
Will
dash
it be there still with C dash 1, 2, 3 or not after you copy? I'm not saying you have to move. You have to copy. Copy means
So we
create
have to
1, 2, 3
copy
and come to 1.
we have to
Yeah.
copy those results into one new page, and from that new page we have to copy those.
Hold on. Fetch the attachments, then copy to temporary list. You got list and copy to temporary list. Next, what would you be doing?
So based on precondition, we have to copy the those results into the another page.
That's what. See, you got the PEGA key of work object in first step. With the help of PEGA key, you fetched the attachments from which table? From which table? Data work attach file. Okay, data work attach file table. You fetched it from. You got results, and the results you have copied into temporary list as your wish. Okay, now I have attachments in a page list which are of C dash 1, 2, 3. What should I do now?
We need to copy this list OBJ save to.
Already copied row. Copy
No,
means
no, we have
copying from one list to another list.
so
And then
we have to
So
loop
we
those
have to
results.
loop the we
We
have to
have to
loop
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 through
those
the
those
results.
results to, yeah.
above
So
list,
yes, and
temp list.
precondition we have to mention certain
No
condition.
preconditions, nothing. Leave it. Tell me only steps. No precondition required. You are looping through the above temp list. After looping, what should I do inside loop?
So inside loop we have to copy those current page
Copy
into the
from
new page.
templates to
Copy what? Copy
from existing page to another page.
Okay, after that what you do?
Then we have to do the obj save. After loop, we have to do the commit or commit with error handling.
What are you trying to save? Why you have to fetch? Why you have to copy and save it as it is after copying? What is the point in saving everything as it is? You said you are going to loop through. Inside loop, you copy the each page into some another page, and then you are
But
trying to save it and then committing. What is the point in saving the same again? It will update the existing one with the same data.
We need to open C-1.
Yes, hold on. Take PGINS key from the temp list. Temp list PGINS key will be taken. That is attachment PGINS key. Attachment PGINS key you are taking. And then do what? OBJ open by handle you will do. Open onto temp page. Then do what? Properties set means modify. What are you going to modify? pxref object ins key. That means pgins key of c-124. You are updating here. You are updating pgins key of c-124 of the this work object pgins key. You are updating to the temporary page. Save back. Repeat this for all the, so 2 new records will be inserted because, and also you have to generate the key. So comma generate attachment key. That is also one more point. Unique record should be there, right? Attachment key and frame paged ins key. Frame paged ins key of attachment. Paged ins key of just orally. Okay, attachment. So these 3 minimum you do and then save it back by using OBESC. Means it is very simple. Fetch the attachments of C-123, get a copy of it, go through each attachment and open the record, modify the PGINS, I mean like pxref object key means replace the pxref object key of 123 with 124, generate the attachment key, frame the PGINS key and store it back. 2 new records will be inserted for C-124 will have attachments. This requirement is also same as above one only. Here also you need to know the instance classes. Fetch the instances from one table, 2 records, modify the content including the class keys, then save it back. 2 new records will be inserted. The 2 new records will have pxref object ins key of C-124, means 2 work objects copied from one place to another place. Okay, see, these all will be simple to handle. Silly questions, simple questions. Only when you understand class table mapping. See, based on class table mapping, entire PEGA is depending on. I already told you this during our sessions also. If you clearly understand the class table mapping and clearly realize the actual content, then that's it. Entire PEGA is over. Okay. So copying attachment from one object to another object means take those two, modify the content, insert again. In place of this linking, it should be. Repeat the same for link attachment. Repeat the same for link attachment table. That's it done. Okay, you have to update 2 tables, no? Not update, sorry, insert 2 tables. You have to insert 2 new records. See, 2 records are there in attachment table for C-123. Same way, 2 records should be there for C-124 of same attachments. Key should be changed. Content will be same, key should be new key. So you take those 2 records, copy, change the key, change the reference linking, frame the PGINS key accordingly and insert 2 more records. That's it done. That's how you, this is how you need to do when you are writing activity. Okay, all this you will be able to know only when you understand and look at the subject in depth. This is a simple realization that one should have about the subject. Okay, you understand where we are going to target and focus on in the post training program, every one of you. This is where we are going. This is the motive of the post training program. Apart from the regular questions, this is how, when you say scenario, we are not going to give you the solution of scenario alone. Your scenario will be solved explaining the backend design. Once again, you know already, but you don't know how to use it. So we'll give you one way of clearly understanding this implementation. Okay, so that you need to learn this one again. You need to learn this one you need to look at this in a generalized way. Again, you should not stick only up to attachments and only this question. If they ask in interview, you're able to solve. Same question if that is something a little bit different, if you're not able to solve, means again you are not learning. You are just again doing copy paste work. Any doubts or any questions? Anyone has any doubts or any questions? This is the main intention of conducting post training or job ready program. It's not only 2 tables. If you have more tables to be updated. Anyone has any doubts? Okay, you ask me if you have any questions or doubts about post training program, I will answer it. Okay, so this is a demo session. I have taken the demo session. As you all know that regular classes will be conducted by Jansi. Jansi will take your training. Jansi will take the reviews, and there will be regular interviews conducted during the post training. Screening rounds of interviews will be conducted. That interviews will be taken by Jansi, and other coordinators are there. They may be involved. Okay. Any questions? Any doubts? So this is from my end. Just I wanted to give you this information in detail clearly. So if you are attending this program, and if you fully focus on understanding the concept from what we deliver to you, based on what we deliver to you, you can crack any interview, you can work on any requirement. I mean, like any scenario that you are going to come across, you can solve it for sure. Okay. Yeah, ask me if you have any questions. Don't sit dumb.
Hi Harsha, is the post training is completely on only scenario based questions or in depth of all
Scenario
rules will
based
also be
only
touched?
means we don't need that 45 days. We need only 15 days, more than enough to cover. We are not
Okay,
telling you
yeah.
all scenarios, right? We are telling you a scenario, giving you understanding of backend, so that you have to make it generalized. Okay, so we will also cover all basic questions, everything. Like it's like a refreshment of everything, question and answers wise plus scenarios wise. Okay.
Okay, anything related to UI developments and in PEGA
All
itself?
topics will be covered: sections, flow actions, properties, report definition, decision table, decision tree, SLAs, service soap, connect soap, authentication, authorization, all that will be covered. Okay.
Hi Harsha, is it involved in complex logic of data transform? While we are writing a complex data transforms, we are facing issues.
We will not write
So,
anything. We will not teach you to write anything. You should know all that. You should have to write by yourself in the project if required. We will give you some hint or idea. We will not teach anything here. Please understand. Okay, your requirement demands, you have to write it. That's it. There is nothing like, as you are thinking, there is nothing like complex data transform or simple data transform. It depends how many steps are, how many actions are there in data transform. Around 11 actions. Whatever you do using that 11 actions only you do. So remaining the complexity, that and all, it depends on your skill level. Okay. So as per the project, you have to implement it. Nothing is simple, nothing is complex. Everything is same. That you are feeling because you don't know subject. An activity with 10,000 steps, activity with 3 steps, both are same.
Anything related to bigs and logs could be covered.
Bigs will be part of our regular training. That class is
Regular training.
pending on this one. Yeah, she will cover bigs also. No problem.
So
They will
does
not
this
teach you.
bigs and
You know
logs
bigs already.
could be included in
You know
PEGA?
bigs already. We will tell you the interview question, interview point of view on bigs. Okay, bigs will not be taught in these classes. These are not classes. Okay.
I mean, does the project involves having this bigs and
No, as
logs?
of now,
What?
whatever the project that they have, it doesn't have a bigs requirement. If you want us to add, we will add. What is it? That is so simple. We will add. So you do the project and ask at the end, add one bigs requirement into the project. We will add it.
Yeah.
That is very simple actually. You will work on bigs in 5 minutes, man.
Okay. How long does this training, Harsha?
How long? And this
The training, the post-job training. Yeah.
45 days. This is 45 days course. 45 days course. Okay, alternates will be there, I believe. Monday, Tuesday, Saturday they will not conduct. They will conduct up to Friday only. Previously we used to take Saturdays. I think Friday it will be conducted. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or somehow they will make it. But Saturday we are going to not conduct. So 45, because many people are not attending. 45 days course. This recording will be daily. Daily recording will be provided. Okay. Next one, the document also will be provided. You will have access to this in your drive. I think you will have access around 3 to 3 months like that. I'm not sure. You just check with admin. I don't know about that. I don't want to comment here. I don't remember actually. Okay, but you join for the live sessions generally. Okay, live is very, very important than recording.
For me in particular, I'm working at a non-IT company. Okay, so it'll help if it is the class is from morning 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m.
No. Actually, this course will be okay. I will check why to comment. We will verify and tell you. Okay. So I'll verify with Jansi and tell you morning time to be conducted or like that. I'll tell you. Okay. How to
Okay.
understand the scenario while working on requirements. Yes, that will by this time you should have got that information. No, from the two scenarios I told you, you should have understand the subject knowledge. You should have gained the subject knowledge. Service 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. they told. Okay, if possible, we will change the time. Morning time, everyone available, right? Morning also will be available. What is there in that? Okay, we'll just think about it and we will update you the timings. Start date and timings will be updated by evening. Okay, you'll receive a WhatsApp message. It's better to have actually in the morning time. I always prefer morning times, early morning. That is not morning doesn't mean 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Yes, no. I don't know what are you asking. 9 to 10. Yes, I think they might have told you the same. Let's see. We can make it for 7 o'clock like that also. We can make it. Okay, so that's it from my end. If you have any doubts or any questions, you call on the number. What is the number from which you are receiving messages for post training? 83. So all of you, whoever has attended today's demo class, please note that take your phone right away and send a WhatsApp message on this number 83283 93256. So save this number in your phone, send a WhatsApp message right away, mention your name and say that attended post training demo class today 7th October. This text will be same, only in place of name you have to write your name. Also mention like online or classroom. Online, if you have attended online connecting GoToMeeting, mention online. Year 6 students, they will mention like classroom. Okay, same text you have to add here. Some people will mention online, some will mention classroom. In place of this, you will get the name. Take your phone right away and just send a message so that we will have a clear idea of whom to contact back, sending the further details. All of you are taking.
Yes, Harsha, I just sent that message. Um, can I just ask one last question, Harsha,
You can
please?
ask, no problem.
Yeah. So do you think I can just use this project as my real-time experience? I'm basically
See,
from a
you can
non-IT.
use this project. You can use this project for your real time, but please understand one thing. What if everyone uses the same project? So this is the main problem in learning point.
Okay.
If I teach you what is A, you are ready to present only A. You are not trying to present alpha. Okay. Learn one project. Gain a generalized knowledge. Write your own project and put it in the in the resume. What's there in that? Similar to that, whatever the knowledge you have gained, you learn on loan management system. For example, you write your project for card processing. Just learn it in a generalized way, universal, as a universal concept. You look at it as a universal concept and try to learn it in a generalized way, so that you can mention any project of your wish. You can write anything. So try to be in that position. Don't stick to a copy paste kind of thing. You can mention this project, okay, but I want you to learn it in a generalized perspective.
Got it. Thank you, Harsha.
Okay. Any other questions? Start improving your uh, thought process in such a way that you can think it generally.
Hi Harsha, is it the course is for an fresher or an experienced as well here?
This is pros training and job ready, right? You attended just now, you connected, or from the beginning you are there?
I just connected a bit late actually.
I already mentioned you can watch this video back. You should already be employed and working on PEGA, or you should have already completed basics to advanced level of training on PEGA. Then only
Okay.
this training.
Okay, if it you have mentioned working employees. Okay, how many years of an experience you
Working
these
employees
courses?
are
Yeah.
those who are learners
Mm-hmm.
who got trained on PEGA basics to
Mm-hmm.
advanced level, are working employees of, whether you have knowledge on advanced level as a being a working employee, then you can join. That
Okay.
concepts must have knowledge on integration concepts also to work on the project. See, in your organization, in your company, they will assign you one task. No one will teach you, right? Same thing we will do. We will assign you a task. We will tell you its business purpose, business point of view. We will explain you. We will not tell you technical create activity for this, create data transform, call data transform from activity. This and all will not teach you. You should get that ideas. At the end of the day, you have to struggle and finish it. Like how you are going to work alone in your projects, the same way we will make you to work here. Here and there, we'll give you a little bit of pushing and hint. Okay. Next. Any other questions, doubts you have? Okay, we can, if you don't have anything, did you all send a message to this WhatsApp number? Every one of you, did you send a message? If you did not send a message as this one mentioned, you may not be receiving further updates. Okay, that is up to you. Maybe if you want to proceed, you will send for sure. Okay, so we'll get back to you by evening or by tomorrow afternoon, today evening or tomorrow evening. Within by end of the day, Sunday, definitely you will get one message with clear information of when it will start. And because interviews are still going on, okay, Sunday also they will conduct interviews for some people. I think Monday also some people have scheduled. Okay, it will start probably from Wednesday, like that. Timings on that I will update you. Okay, thank you for joining everyone. We can close for today.